Hello, hello. How are you? How are you? I hope you're having a great week. I just finished up day 2 of Manifestation Mastery, which is a free 3-day masterclass that I'm teaching right now. Tomorrow is day 3. And today we covered a very important concept on the Manifestation Mastery day 2 training. And that is about how to bend reality and collapse time to quantum leap so you can manifest your dreams. That's what we talked about today. And I wanted to share a piece of that with you today because this masterclass has been so amazing. We had day 1 yesterday, day 2 today. You can still join. We have one more day tomorrow. It's totally free. You can get access to the replays. But this is about how do you create a life where you can bend reality. And what does bend reality mean? What does collapse time mean? What does quantum leap mean? What do those things mean? So bending reality is when you are happy in the present, truly happy in the present moment, and you have a future vision, but your happiness in the present is not dependent on you achieving your future vision, you achieving your future goals. You're just happy in the present. And bending reality happens when you achieve that, when you're happy in the present and you have that future vision, but your happiness is not dependent on those future goals. And what bending reality means is when it basically means the universe has your back. Life just starts happening for you. Things just start happening for you. People, sequences, events, things start to come into your life to help you that just naturally come into your life very, very easily, that help you to very easily achieve your future goals and your future vision. Then when that happens, energetically, you're able to collapse time, which is make this massive goal that you have happen faster than what's humanly realistic, what's humanly possible in our brains. That's what collapse time means. Like maybe if you were going to collapse time to learn to start teaching about cryptocurrency, what you would do is you would go and you would do a deep dive into taking training courses and masterminds and reading books and podcasts and all that. And you become an expert really quickly, maybe in 6 months, and you could start teaching it, right? That's you collapsing time to be an expert at cryptocurrency. Whereas if you hadn't done all those things to help you collapse time, then it would take longer. But what happens is when you are happy in the present and you hold a vision for your future, and your happiness is not dependent on achieving your future goals, and you're truly happy in the present, you bend reality. Things just start happening for you. The universe has your back. And then energetically, you're able to collapse time and achieve this thing that is like in a time frame that you didn't think would humanly be possible. And then from there, you end up having a quantum leap, which is a big jump from where you are now into a goal in a very fast time period that didn't seem like it was before possible. And the example that I gave today on the Manifestation Mastery Masterclass was about how in January 2020, I started in a mastermind with a mentor, with Amanda Bucci, and there were lots of women in this mastermind. And I had just come out of a year making $100K in my online business. And so, I was averaging like 8.5K months. I think the highest month that I had was $13,000 in 2019. And when I came into that mastermind, a lot of the women, there was one woman in particular who was in launch. She was launching a product, and she was launching this program, and she had people were just like signing up, and the revenue was coming in 20K, and then she was at 25K. And I remember going into that like, oh my God, that's amazing. That'd be so amazing to have a 25K month. Like I can't even visualize what that is like. Like, oh my God, absolutely amazing. Because that's something we had achieved that in our business with our gym, but I had never achieved it like personally on my own in my online business. And that was just unfathomable for me that it would be possible for me. And then there was another woman there that she averaged 20K months. And I was like, that's what I want. I want to average 20K months, 25K months. I want to have 25K months, 25K month. This was in January 2020. So in January 2020, having a 25K month just seemed impossible to me, right? It seemed absolutely impossible. And then lo and behold, come May of 2020, I had a 26K month. I quantum leaped. I had a quantum leap from averaging 8.5K months, bam, to achieving something that just seemed absolutely unfathomable to me in January 2020. And there were a number of different things that I did that had nothing related to do with business. It just had to do with the inner work that you have to do and a daily system to maintain happiness and energetics that helped me to achieve that. So that was a quantum leap for me. And that I collapsed time and achieved that goal in a short period of time. Like that's something that realistically to the human mind, based upon predictability, based upon my past, that should have happened in a much longer period of time. And I'm going to share with you what I did, what those things are. And this is what I shared in Manifestation Mastery today. Now, there are 3 different fields of manifestation. There is the field of predictability, which is the field of predictability is based upon what you've done in the past. Hello, thank you. Say hi if you want to say hi. I love it. Thank you so much. I love all the hearts. The field of predictability is based upon your past and what you have accomplished in the past. So you're like, I've accomplished this in the past, so I can totally repeat it. It's totally predictable. I can do it again. Well, that's just having the human experience, right? That's not allowing yourself, like you when you manifest your dreams, they're not supposed to make sense. They're not supposed to have limits. They're supposed to be limitless. There are the 7 faces of the source energy of creation. It's beauty, kindness, creativity, unlimited abundance is one, expansion, receptivity. There's another one that I'm missing right now, but unlimited abundance and expansion, unlimited abundance. Your manifesting your dreams is not supposed to make sense. It's not supposed to be limited. It's supposed to be limitless. So if we're hanging out in the manifestation field of predictability, that's limited. It is limited to your past. You're living in the past present. You're not going to quantum leap forward. You're not going to collapse time. You're not going to bend reality. You're not going to have these unfathomable things happen like, $1 million months, 100K months, whatever it is, okay? Or other amazing things, right? And then the second field of manifestation, there's predictability, there's possibility, and there's potentiality. Possibility, you are like, this is possible. Maybe you've never seen it before, you haven't achieved it, or maybe you've seen it, but you personally haven't achieved it. It's possible, right? Then you're starting to step into living into the future present, which is bringing your future vision and trying to make that a reality in your present. And then there's the field of potentiality. The field of potentiality is like when you're just living on faith. You're having unwavering faith in the universe. You're like, this seems totally impossible, but I'm going to believe that it's possible because I have seen someone else do it. And I know I want it so bad, and I know I can have it for myself. Okay, so that's the field of potentiality. That's when you just got to hang on to having unwavering faith in the universe. It's just you got to have faith, right? So that year in 2020, when I stepped into that mastermind and I saw these other women having these 20, 25K months, these really big months, and the money is just rolling in, and I had never experienced that before, I saw these women as expanders for me. I wasn't comparing myself or bringing my vibe down by feeling lack or envy or jealousy or anything like that. I was like, damn, these women are crushing it. I want what they want. And this is amazing. They're showing me what is possible. This is possible. And even though at this point, I've only had an 8.5K month, I want to have a 30K month. So in February 2020, I think it was around February 2020, I wrote it down. I want to have a 30K month. And that does not seem realistic from January 2020 for me. Who knows when that was going to happen, right? I don't know when it was going to happen. I don't know, but this is what I want to have happen. And I know it's possible because I've seen other people doing it. I wrote it down, and lo and behold, 4 months later, May 2020, I had a 26K month. I went from having 8K months to a 26K month. And that year in particular, because I pivoted to business coaching, I think January was like a 9K month. February was like a 3 or a 4K month because I pivoted. So my revenue dropped. And then in March, I can't remember what March was, March of 2020, but it was like slowly starting to go back up. But it went and it didn't get above 10K. And then all of a sudden, like March and April, they didn't get above 10K. And then all of a sudden in May, bam, 26K month. Oh my God. Like I just stepped into the field of potentiality. So it's not, there's that saying, I'll believe it when I see it. No, you have to see it. You have to believe it and then you're going to see it. It's not, I'll believe it when I see it. You have to believe it and then you will see it. That is being in the field of potentiality. And this is a piece of what I talked about today in Manifestation Mastery. And it's still going on. We have one more day tomorrow. It's totally free. You can get in. We're having some really great conversations. So the other thing I wanted to chat with you about related to that, because that shows you with the 3 fields of manifestation, how bending reality and collapsing time to make a quantum leap happen. That's what happened there with that 26K month, right? And how did I bend reality? You have to be happy in the present and hold a vision for your future. But the only way that we can do that is if we implement a system for living that helps us to consistently be happy in the present with everything we have right now, that we are totally complete. Even though we have this future vision, we're not living in lack because we have not accomplished that future goal yet, that future vision. We're not living in lack. We're totally happy in the present, and that future vision could not come true and we would still be happy. And there's specific systems for living that I implemented that you can implement too that can help you to achieve this happiness in the present. And before I get to those systems, I just wanted to demonstrate a little bit further about what I mean about being happy in the present and holding a vision for your future. So we create, based upon our past experiences, we create these beliefs, this limited model of reality, beliefs, identity, just things like truths. Let's call them truths and limiting beliefs based upon our past experiences. And those reside in our subconscious and they control what we think, what we manifest, because what we think we manifest. It's all hanging out in our subconscious. Because we've had past experiences that have affected us to have limiting beliefs and make up truths and also the bullshit rules of society. So we have this very limited model of reality and model of thinking hanging out in our brain. We need to rewire that. We need to rewire that mentally. It's not just about rewiring and reframing your thoughts. It's also about releasing any physical reaction you had to that past experience that created these blocks. So knowing that, we need to, when we're not happy in the present, what's happening is you're holding on to these limited thoughts. And the system for living that I'm going to share with you, there's 4 different things that you want to do. I'm going to get into that in a second. That's going to help you to break free of holding on to these limiting beliefs and truths and limited model of reality and living that way. Now, just to drive home a little bit further, because sometimes it helps to have a visual about what I mean about being happy in the present and also holding a vision for your future, but not attaching your happiness to those future goals. So let's imagine looking at my hands here. This hand, this is being happy in the present. And then this hand is having a vision for your future. When they're both facing down, you're not happy in the present and you don't have a vision for your future. So as humans, we have 4 states of living. This is one of the states of living. When you're here, not happy in the present and no vision for the future, when you're here, you're depressed. This is living in the state of being depressed. Then, let's see, the next state, there's the 4 states of living as humans. The next state is if you're happy in the present but you don't have a vision for your future. This is like when you're on vacation. You're just like thinking about the present. You're just like, I want to go to the beach. I want to have sunset happy hour. I'm going to go surfing. That's all I care about. I'm not thinking about the future. I'm not thinking about accomplishing any goals right now. I'm on vacation, right? Or you're out to dinner with friends you haven't seen in a long time. You're not thinking about the future. You're just thinking about that amazing dinner that you're having. And this is okay to be here, happy in the present, no future vision, but you don't want to hang out here for too long, because as humans, we need a purpose and we need a future vision to pull us forward. So this is like, you don't want to be here too long. Then the third state of living is not happy in the present and having a future vision. And in this position, you're not happy in the present because you're tying your happiness to your future goals. Lots of entrepreneurs and goal-oriented and career-oriented people are here. I guarantee you a lot of you who are on this call, you are here, right? Or you've been here at one point in time. This is called stress and anxiety. Stress and anxiety and worry. This is the third state of living, right? As a human. This is stress and anxiety, not happy in the present and just waiting to be happy and having a future vision and just waiting to be happy until we're not going to be happy until we achieve our future goals. We do not want to be here. The fourth state of living, which is where we want to be, this nice balance of being happy in the present and having a vision for our future, but not tying our happiness to our future goals, is right here, both hands up. This is where we want to be. This nice balance right here. We want to have this nice balance. We want to break out of the stress and anxiety. We want to break out of the depression. We want to be here, right? So how you get here? First, you work on being happy in the present, okay? And the systems for living to help you to be happy in the present there's 4. Number 1, it is daily meditation. Daily meditation. Start simple, 10 minutes every single morning. Start with a guided meditation, if that's easier. Brain FM is a great app. Also, Gabrielle Bernstein is a great resource. She has some guided meditations that go with her book, Super Attractor. Start with that. And the reason why you want to do daily meditation is because daily meditation, as I said earlier, our limiting thoughts and beliefs and attachment to our ego identity is all in our subconscious. It's in our subconscious. You cannot rewire it when you are conscious. So you need to get into that subconscious state. And when you meditate, you are in a subconscious state. It is in a state between being asleep and being awake, being conscious, right? You're in that subconscious state. So you're able to rewire your brain and reprogram your body, any physical reaction, attachment that you have to the experience that created those limiting beliefs. Because our hormones get addicted to the hormones of adrenaline, cortisol, right? Like anything that's like fight or flight, right? That might be attached to that experience that created that limiting belief, okay? Traumatic experience. So meditation helps you to release that, helps you to reprogram your mind and physically release that through relaxation and breath. So number 1 system is meditation. Get into meditation, start working on clearing your mind. And when you learn how to meditate and clear your mind and like just push the thoughts away and meditate on nothing, that's when you are meditating in the present. You are learning how to be happy in the present in a subconscious state. And if you can do that in a subconscious state, then you can carry that into your waking life, into your non-meditating everyday life very easily. So that's number 1. Just start with some daily meditation, start with 10 minutes, and then slowly bump it up. Eventually, I recommend you get to like 30 minutes a day, whether it's you're doing 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night, but just start with that 10 minutes a day, then bump it up to 15 minutes a day, and then go from there. That's number 1. Number 2 is daily gratitude. Writing down daily gratitude, 3 to 5 things in your personal life, 3 to 5 things in your business life that you are grateful for. Do it in the morning, do it at night, do it both morning and night. If you want to do it 2 times a day, I usually try to do it 2 times a day, but at least do it once a day. Write down anything from small to big. Your morning coffee, your warm bed, your home, your pet, the love from your pet. For me, I live in Las Vegas. I used to live in Boston. I was born and raised in Boston. Every single day I wake up to bright sunshine in Las Vegas, sunshine on the mountains. I love it. I'm grateful for it every day. That's part of my morning gratitude. This helps you to realize what you are happy for in the now, right now. And one of the other things that I talked about today on Manifestation Mastery was about, when it comes to gratitude, appreciating not the reverse gap. The reverse, because we're always so focused on the forward gap. We're always so focused on forward gap being where we are now and where we want to be. And we're just focusing on the forward gap and like, I'm not there yet. I'm not good enough because I haven't achieved that goal yet, right? And that just puts us in a state of stress and anxiety. No bueno, okay? So we want to appreciate the reverse gap, where you are now from where you were a year ago, how far you've come, everything you have accomplished. So when you're sitting down to write your daily gratitude, if you're struggling to think of things, start to think about the reverse gap and everything you have to be grateful for in that reverse gap. There's so much. And you can write down some of the same things every single day. Some of mine are the same every single day. My husband, everything he does for me and our pup Miki, and all of her love and snuggles, and my morning coffee and the sun on the mountains. And there's things that are different every day. Like some of them are the same, some of them are different. So 3 to 5 pieces of gratitude, things that you're grateful for, personal, business. So those are the first 2 systems of living that are going to help you to create happiness in the present. And it has to be a daily practice, because when it becomes a daily practice, then you start to get into this consistent practice of elevating your emotions every day, reprogramming your subconscious, elevating your emotions through gratitude. All right, so those are the first 2. The third is forgiveness. And this is about, you got to forgive and let go, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, family members, friends, people who have hurt you, experiences, whatever. And listen, go back your entire life. And like once you start by writing a forgiveness list. And once you start to write a few people, I guarantee you more people will boom, 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 pop into this list. And once you write your forgiveness list, then you want to forgive people into love, right? This is like one of the hardest things to do. But there was a study done. Vishen Lakhiani, the founder and CEO of Mindvalley, talks about this study that he participated in that demonstrated the effects of forgiveness on the human mind, that it puts you in this state called the alpha state. And you can, he shares about it on the Quote of the Day Show podcast. I think it's episode 1220. And then he also shares it in his book, The Code of the Extraordinary Mind. So, and he explains how after he went through this study and he forgave 40 years of people and things and himself, because you have to forgive yourself too. Because we have to let go. When you forgive, you let go of judgment, anxiety, fear, anger, resentment. You let go of all these bad feelings that keep you low vibe. And so when you forgive, you need to forgive into love. And the process of forgiving into love is that first, you have to visualize the experience that hurt you first. You don't want to hang out too long there, like 2 minutes, but you got to get back to the pain. You got to feel the pain. And then you got to shift from the pain to seeing the experience and the person on the other end. You need to start to see them with empathy and compassion. You have to shift into that after feeling the pain. And why are they hurting you? Hurt people hurt people. So see them as the human being that had an experience that caused them to be this person that hurts others. How awful is that, right? Don't you want to give that person a hug? So then you need to forgive and to love. So you want to go through that process of just really seeing them as a human and what they may have gone through to have done something that hurt you in that way. What did they learn? That caused them to hurt you in that way? And then when you can feel true empathy and compassion for them, you want to visualize yourself literally giving them a hug and really feeling love for them. So forgive and to love. So that's the third system. The fourth and last system is giving. How much fun is giving? How much fun is it to give compliments and be nice and like give presents? And just giving. And it doesn't have to be money or presents. It can be like, for the example I gave today on the masterclass, Manifestation Mastery, was I talked about how every single morning I take a walk. And where I take a walk, sometimes there's a lot of trash there. In the desert, if you've been around here, sometimes there's like a lot of trash. But I mean, we pick it up. But so as I go on this walk, one of the things my husband and I do, we pick up the trash. And there was this man I ran into a few days ago, and he was picking up some of the trash, and I offered to take the trash that he had and throw it out. And then we ended up talking, and then he saw me the other day and stopped to say hello. So anyway, so I ended up, there's like kindness there. I ended up making a friend there. I was giving back to the environment, and I made a friend. So giving can be something like that. It can just be just giving back in some way, or giving to others, surprise people with gifts, surprise people with cards, surprise people with a nice text message. Just be nice to people, give them a compliment, just give. And just, there have been scientific studies that show that people, when they give to others, it elevates their feelings and their energy. Like, that makes them happier to give than to receive. People are much happier giving, and the feeling that people get from giving and seeing other people feel joy and appreciation from receiving is much bigger than being the person who's receiving. So those are your 4 systems for living to help you to be happy in the now and hold a future vision. And that is meditation, daily gratitude, forgiveness, and giving. Those are the 4 things. If you want to learn more, tomorrow we're going to get into in Manifestation Mastery, we're going to get into creating that future vision, that end goal versus a means goal. I'll get into the definition of the 2. And I'm also going to chat with you tomorrow, or chat with the people in Manifestation Mastery tomorrow, about how quantum physics and physiology, how that plays a role in manifestation. Because we are magnetic, energetic beings. So I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. So link is in my bio to sign up for Manifestation Mastery, and also Money Vibes, about the energy and frequency of money, that launches tomorrow. And that's where I'm going to take all of the practices from Manifestation Mastery, and I'm going to expand upon them. And there's some additional things that I'm going to teach in Money Vibes. This is a 5-day live training, Money Vibes, that launches tomorrow. And it's all about the energy and frequency of money. So keep a lookout for that, because that's coming tomorrow. It's coming tomorrow. So I hope this was helpful for you today. And I will be back on here really soon. And if you want to chat tomorrow at Manifestation Mastery, link is in my bio to sign up for that. All right. Have a great day. Bye.